There was once a young man that didn't quite know how to deal with other people. Wasn't too sure of who he was, didn't know how to lead or guide a conversation. It's just lost. He began to study the mind and the way it works and the way we process language and the way we think. Studying psychology, studying everything he could. Began to read about things like neurolinguistic programming, process language, and all these terms, all these things. Till one day, he began to realize that he could just speak in a language of emotions and experiences, descriptive language, describing things, describing events, describing things in such a way, in a five senses way of experiencing the outside world, beginning to describe the experiences that we come into the five senses, beginning to describe and attach emotions to everything he said. Like sometimes he'd be talking about how you could be walking to McDonald's or walking to Tim Hortons. Sometimes during your walk you have a goal. It's like you want to go for a coffee, but it's just this feeling. I don't know, have you ever just walked by a couple of squirrels and you just felt compelled to sit there and watch them? It's just like your curiosity begins to go stronger and stronger. It's just like everything disappears and nothing matters anymore. You're just watching these two squirrels. It's kind of very similar. Sometimes you can listen to this person, you can listen to this voice, and begin to feel yourself being pulled in, beginning to open up, beginning to open your mind to new possibilities, to new learnings. Each and every step, each and every moment, each and every thing you do, you're just becoming better and better at persuasion. You could already just imagine yourself now in those conversations with anybody you want to be in. Maybe you're doing sales, maybe you're talking to girls, but you just imagine yourself now becoming more and more persuasive, knowing how to get your way, being more sure of yourself, being more confident, knowing that this person will do anything you want them to do, knowing that you have all the skills, all the abilities, and all the tools to get anyone to do anything you want them to do, instantly and automatically. Sometimes you think about how you might want to lead someone, what you might want from them, what would they need to feel in order to give you what it is you want from them. Sometimes you want to make a sale, sometimes you want to fuck a girl. There's all types of things that you want to use persuasion for. And it's just funny how each and every moment, each and every second, you just feel yourself getting better and better, becoming more and more persuasive. The pieces of the puzzle all coming together. You never forget to use the NLP echo technique. You never forget to use your empathy, to use processed language, and to use visualizations and neurolinguistic programming to make those changes, to unlock beliefs, to unlock new ways of thinking. You can just instantly and automatically, you begin to pick up these definitions and these beliefs that people have. You begin to just understand them on a very deep and powerful level. You display that understanding, you display that empathy, displaying what it is you know about them, what it is the feelings you get from them, everything beginning to just come in. You begin to know more and more about people, just an instant look. Your body language, reading skills are getting so much better. Each and every moment, you're just reading more and more into people. Just epiphanies just coming in, intuitions guiding you and letting you know, hey, this is all I gotta do. This is this kind of person. I know all about this kind of person. To relax, listen to this music a little bit more, allow this music to guide you, allow this music to just take you down and bring you into a world of rich textured experiences, into my world where you can learn to become more and more persuasive, to learn to become a better and better salesperson, to become more charming, to become more charismatic, to become more empathetic. You can see yourself now with all these new skills that you really want to have. You can see yourself and visualize yourself, imagine yourself having the ability to get whatever you want, anytime you want it, from anyone you want it from. You just imagine yourself now just walking around and you can see a pretty girl. You might want to just walk on over. Just knowing what to say without even thinking, not even worried about anything. You just automatically know what to say. Your unconscious mind is taking care of it, just taking over. You just imagine yourself now and just allow yourself to just sink deeper and deeper and deeper into my world where you can change for the better and you can become fully human, activating full resources of your mind. As you walk along this trail, you can see yourself now walking along a trail. Each and every step is beginning to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the woods. And as you go deeper and deeper into the woods, you can just feel yourself going deeper and deeper into this state, the state of hypnosis, the state of trance, this absolute state of utter hypnotizability. Your mind is opening up and it's just absorbing everything I say. You can see yourself now using the echo technique, using it with full effect, using the NLP echo technique, always remembering to use that. Use incredible, powerful rapport building techniques. Beginning to understand other people's maps of the world. Beginning to give them a reflection of exactly what they are, exactly what they want. Give them exactly what they want from you. And you just begin to empathize and to understand people on that deep and powerful level. Everyone just knows, without even thinking, that you know exactly what they're going through. They feel understood by you and your compassion and your empathy. As you go deeper and deeper and deeper, each and every word I say becomes instantly and automatically true for you now. As you can begin to feel the room beginning to spin and spin and spin. As you go deeper and deeper, being pulled down, dragged down, pulled down, all the way down, way down, into your unconscious mind. The place where you can begin to change for the better. Then you can begin to see yourself now as the ultimate persuasive person, the most powerfully persuasive person on the planet. Your influence and your persuasion skills just so absolutely and utterly powerful. You begin to describe sceneries, you begin describing what it feels like. Feelings, emotions, sensations. What do things feel like? What do they smell like? What do they taste like? What do they see? What do you see? Beginning to describe everything in the language of the 5 senses combined with emotions. Attaching to emotions to new experiences. Begin to talk about what it feels like to be curious, to want, to desire, whatever it is you want to give, whatever it is you want to sell. Just realizing that you have full control over the mind of anybody that listens to you. You always know what to say. You always know what to do. You know exactly who this person is. You don't feel any hesitation or doubt. Never. You just feel so utterly confident, so utterly cool with who you are. So absolutely powerful and strong. There's no question. No question in your mind. You just go up and you talk and you know exactly that that person will give you everything that you ask of them. Everything you need of them. Everything you want from them. People automatically see you and just become curious about you. You know exactly how to move your body, how to create the energy, how to get people to open up, to listen to your words, to listen to your message, to allow you to begin to make changes on their minds. Instantly and automatically, you just listen better and better. And you can hear it in their language, in the way they speak and how they talk. You know exactly how they see the world. The beliefs that they hold and the things that are holding them back. The blocks, the challenges. You just instantly know. And as you hear their beliefs and you see what they're, you understand what they're talking about. You understand what they believe. You understand their make and model of the world. As you're speaking with them, you begin to make little tweaks and changes each and every moment, every single moment, as every single word you say being spoken with such purpose and precision that everybody talks to you, and their world just becomes a different place. You open them up to new learnings, to new lessons, to a new perspective, a new way of seeing the world. And everybody's grateful to have that. The rapport you build is so absolutely powerful and strong. It's just there's nothing anyone could do. It's just like they instantly and automatically just feel that connection with you. I mean, you might go up and you might talk to somebody and just begin to talk about that feeling of connection. And you sometimes feel, how sometimes you meet someone, you just know that this is someone I can connect with, that this is a person that I could let go. I could get to know them on a very deep and powerful level. It's like we see the world the same kind of way, you know what I mean? And it's so interesting how sometimes you can talk to someone and your focus can become more and more clear, more and more powerful. It's like you just focus in more and more on this person and these words that they're saying. And it's like the whole world begins to disappear, and all that's left is this face and this voice and this conversation that you're in. And I mean, you never know when it's gonna happen. I mean, you might just be walking down the street and all of a sudden, just like somebody starts a conversation with you, and it's just like the most amazing and powerful conversation you ever had. The feelings and emotions that you feel as you're talking with this person, beginning to feel more curious and beginning, to wonder who this person is. Who am I talking to? And it's just like that connection grows stronger and stronger, and you begin to gain more information and begin to understand them on a deeper, more powerful level. NLP is a pretty cool thing, you know what I mean? It's like your brain is locked inside of a head. It's dark in there. The only way it knows what's going on is through the five senses. And then there's like this thing about emotions, Because emotions are tied to things, so you instantly and automatically understand everything. You understand that emotions, you can tie emotions to anything. You can anchor an emotion to any kind of an experience just with your language. You can talk about, sometimes, it's just like you meet somebody and it's like you feel a little bit apprehensive in the beginning, but the more you talk with this person, the more you begin to feel more comfortable. And it's just like this person just makes you feel comfortable. And it's like, there's nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. And it's just like you begin to become more and more curious. You just instantly connect and just let yourself go into this conversation. And isn't it amazing? Aren't those the best kind of conversations where you can just be talking to somebody and it's just like, bam, that connection that you feel? It's like you're talking to your best friend for the longest time. You might have just met this person, but you feel like you've known each other your whole life. You feel like that, there's no judgment, no hesitation, nothing in the way. It's just a clear, powerful connection between you and this person. This person who you feel so fascinated in talking to. They just grab your attention. It's just like, wow. All of a sudden, maybe they're talking about a walk on the beach, and all of a sudden, you're just feeling the sand under your toes, the hot sun sprinkling on top of your face. I mean, you can feel the sun on your face. You can hear the water in the background. Even as you're breathing, you can feel that moisture and that wetness of the ocean just entering into your lungs. That smell of salt air as you're walking beside the ocean, over top of all the little seashells and pieces of driftwood and all the other stuff you might see on the side of an ocean. Looking out into the water, clear, crisp, and blue, and just that feeling of peace as you're walking down this, walking on this beach beside me, I mean, isn't it incredible when you can just talk with somebody and all of a sudden their words just take you on a journey, take you on an adventure. You might be talking about, hey, I was having coffee the other day. Sitting on a patio, they had these beautiful white tablecloths with white tables and white tablecloths, these white nice seats. Even the waiters were dressed in these black pants and little black bow ties and white shirts. all of a sudden I'm sitting there and I'm sitting in the sun. The service was absolutely fantastic, and when the food came, it's just like, that feeling of just like, wow, that anticipation of knowing that this is going to be a delicious, absolutely delicious meal. And you can feel your feeling the salivate more and more. And it's like you take that first bite, and it's just like, you're in heaven. You just feel that feeling of satisfaction, this absolute feeling of fulfillment, desire to finish this meal, to enjoy this meal. Sometimes when you take that time and you just push everything away and allow yourself to experience this moment, that very moment you may be doing something, it's just like you want to experience it fully. Because time continues to pass, and there are some moments that are so beautiful. Like this moment now that we just sit there talking with somebody. Sometimes you can be sitting there talking with somebody, and it can be such a powerful and incredible experience that you don't ever want to let it go. You always remember little things, like that IQ, EQ, emotional intelligence, emotional contagion. You already know your emotions are contagious. You use your mind, you use your body, you use your face expressions. Use everything about yourself as a tool for persuasion. You understand it even over the phone. Your smile comes through the phone and your feelings are contagious. So you always, always, always feel the way that you want to feel to grab somebody's attention. You always understand that there's with any form of persuasion, the first thing you got to do is you got to get that person's attention. You got to get them to open up so that they'll listen to you. And then you need to begin to do the programming. You need to take them on an emotional experience using process language or whatever you want to do. You understand that your body language plays a crucial part in getting people to open up. It's a powerful tool. Body language, using your facial expressions, using your tone of voice, using your own emotions to bring people to what you want them to be. That interplay echo technique, the most powerful thing you could ever say to somebody is the exact same thing they just said to you in the exact same order and sequence in which they said it. You always remember that. You just repeat what they say back to them. And that feeling of rapport is just going to continue to grow stronger and stronger and stronger. You remember the principle of the unconscious yes set. You always remember, hey, you can talk about, maybe the conscious mind might get a little bit bored as you're describing the scene around you, but the unconscious mind continues to go, yes, and tell me more. So you might be sitting there at McDonald's and you might be talking about standing in line. Maybe you're standing in line, you see a pretty girl, and it's just like, sometimes when you're standing in McDonald's, it's just like, it's funny. There's all these other people, and it's going to be a few minutes in this line, and you might see somebody, and it's just like, I wouldn't mind talking to that person, do you know what I mean? And it's like, all of a sudden, you're talking with this person, and there might be all these people around, and it's going to be a few minutes for your order, so you just take this time, and you just allow yourself to feel those incredible feelings. Orders are being processed, people are going up to the counter, everybody's all around. You might even see a couple of kids running around and playing. You just describe the scene the way it is and get them to say yes. Say as many things possible that they have to say yes to, over and over in a row. And as you do that, you understand that the rapport is growing stronger and stronger and stronger. So the more you say, and it's just a process of rapport. You have to begin by gaining their trust, by getting them to open up to you. Once a person opens up to you, you begin with the process language. You begin to describe something. Begin to describe things in a 5 senses experience, And as you're describing with that 5 senses experience, you begin to just throw in some emotions. Begin to anchor some emotions, Or sometimes you might want to create emotions in somebody and anchor them to a movement that you do. All of a sudden, you remember the thing about Pavlov's dogs, You begin to understand how anchoring actually works and how you can tie any feeling to any action and sink it into that person's mind. The person becomes basically, their emotions become a puppet on the strings, and you're the one holding the strings, You always remember how people, some people use visualization, some people are better, the kinesthetic, visual, and auditory systems, types of ways in which people learn. You're always listening out in people's language for cues and clues as to how their mind operates, how they see the world. Who is this person I'm talking to now? You can see yourself now making sale after sale after sale. Everybody who talks to you, you just instantly and automatically just take them on a journey, take them on a trip, and before you know it, they're coming along beside you. They're coming along with you. Enjoying your words, enjoying the things that you say. Everybody loves to do what you want them to do. They feel rewarded. You always create that inside their mind. You continue to just go deeper and deeper. Becoming more and more persuasive with each and every breath you take. Becoming more and more of the person you really want to be. Knowing that you have the ultimate control, have the ultimate power. Nobody has ever been able to persuade in the way you do. You use your body, you use your facial expressions, you use your emotions, you use everything you got as a tool. Because everything you have is a tool for you to use, and you have a powerful understanding of which the way the mind works. I mean, you know how processed language happens and how it works. You know the mind, and you know how to take people on the journey. I mean, you see yourself as a person who's very interesting. You have the confidence to just instantly and automatically just walk up and start talking to people. When you get interested in somebody, you don't hold back. You just walk up and talk. Instantly and automatically. You just see yourself now, just like instantly walking up, talking to people, knowing that they're going to like you, and seeing the results of that, knowing. Because everybody gives you exactly what you expect of them. It's a theory of expectations. When you expect somebody to want to get to like you, it's just like you instantly expect them to like you, and it's just like this unconscious thing. You're always mindful of your presuppositions too. I mean, you always use presuppositions to your advantage. You always presuppose good things about yourself. You always presuppose the person likes you, the person wants to get to know you, that they're sexually attracted to you. And you find ways of using that in your language, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, yeah, I know, you just make that assumption, you just assume. You let it be displayed in your language, and you allow that person to grow fonder and fonder and want to get to know you more and more. You see yourself making sale after sale as these tools continue to get stronger and stronger within you. You become a better and better salesman. You're just the ultimate persuasive machine. You're a persuader. You're an influencer. You know exactly how to get what you want, anytime you want it, whenever you want it, from whoever you want it from.